everyone, today I'm going to be sharing with you my October favorites. October has just been such a crazy month for me. If you guys have been following me on my social media, you know I got a job as a makeup artist, like at an actual salon, so that has been really exciting. As for my favorites this month, I have a good amount of kind of everything: skincare, hair care, body care, some makeup stuff. It's kind of been a weird makeup month for me because I've been concentrating so much on other people's makeup that I really haven't been concentrating on my own, and the lighting is going to be super weird in this video because it's like totally gray skies and then there's just this weird patch where the sun is right now shining through, but I know it's going to go away here in like 2 seconds. So anyway, let's just get started. So I'm going to start with the makeup stuff. This is kind of, I guess, more body care related, but I'll just throw it in at the beginning. This is the Lipcyl lip balm. I have been so freaking impressed by this stuff, and it was one of those products that when I first picked it up to try it, I was a little bit skeptical. I don't know if it was kind of the weird packaging or what it was, but I was just really skeptical that this would work. And I know it's also a beeswax kind of based lip balm, and at first I was kind of comparing it to the Burt's Bees one because I've tried that before. I've tried it multiple times in the past and I just do not like it. I don't think it's hydrating. I feel like it's actually more drying. It's just one of those lip balms that I find myself putting on over and over and over again. This is completely different. While this is beeswax, you know, kind of base, and it has that sort of pepperminty scent to it, it is so much more moisturizing than the Burt's Bees one. I don't know if it's just the different oils. I think that this has like vitamin E, coconut oil, it has a couple different ingredients, shea butter. I'm guessing that that's what it is that just makes it so much more hydrating, but on the lips, it just is so conditioning. It has that perfect texture where it's not too thick, but it's not too thin, and it really just penetrates the lips nicely and provides, like I said, a lot of moisture. And it's one of those lip balms that I can put on like twice a day and my lips will feel really nice and nourished. I don't have to reapply it like 20 times throughout the day. So really, really impressed with this stuff. It's super cheap, and if you can pick it up, I definitely recommend doing so. The heating just kicked on and it absolutely terrified me. I think I just had a little heart attack. But yeah, great stuff, and I would recommend that. Let's move on to kind of like a face product. This is a concealer that I've tried years ago, and I remember really, really liking it, and I kind of just set it in my collection, kind of forgot about it a little bit. But there was a period for about a week where at the salon I got a spray tan, and I don't think I filmed at all during that week, but I was tan and I was glowing and it was awesome. But all of my concealers and everything were just way too light for me, and the concealer I usually use, the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, was just way too light under my eyes compared to the rest of my face. It just was kind of that really, really stark highlight, but I just didn't love the way it looked, and so I needed something a little bit darker, so I decided to pull this out. It's the Revlon Color Stay Under Eye Concealer, and I have this in the shade Light Medium. It's kind of one of those shades that matches my skin tone almost perfectly. It's a little bit more pinky and a little bit darker, so I kind of stopped using it under my eyes because, you know, I've paled down a lot since the summer. I haven't been self-tanning as much, and so I've been really sticking to my NARS one, and I remember really liking this, and oh my gosh, I just forgot how much I really, really, truly do enjoy this concealer. It has nice coverage. Unlike the Color Stay foundation, I don't find it to be drying and I don't find it to be cakey, and it really does last a long amount of time. It doesn't crease, it doesn't seem to budge throughout the day, but there's just something about the formula where it's really emollient and feels really moisturizing, and I just really, really enjoy this stuff. So while I was kind of darker, this was perfect underneath my eyes. Added that touch of brightness, but it wasn't like bam, like white underneath my eyes and like tan everywhere else like the NARS was kind of making me look. It's been one of those concealers that I've kind of gone back to since the beginning, really, of my whole makeup career, like 8 years ago, and I really, really enjoy it. So definitely a favorite for this month because I forgot how much I love it. An eyeliner I've been really enjoying. This is the Jane Water Resistant Eyeliner in the shade Purple Lilac. This is just a really, really gorgeous shade. I love the Jane Water Resistant Eyeliners. You guys know that they are my absolute favorite kind of pencil liners ever. I love that this brand has some really fun shades like this, but they also have blacks, browns, grays. I mean, the shade range is phenomenal, but just look how gorgeous that is. And you wouldn't really look at this and maybe think fall. I would kind of look at this and think spring or summer, but I've kind of been incorporating this into my fall looks in a different way. If I'm kind of doing something kind of rose goldy on the lid, you know, not like super coppery, not really orangey, but something that kind of has that rose gold effect on the lid. I like to kind of pop this in my waterline and add just a different element to my look. It's totally something I would usually not think to do, but there's just one day and I was like, I haven't used this yet. I really want to use this, and I had on, like I said, this rose gold eye, so just decided whatever, I'm just going to throw it on my waterline, and it looked really cool. It was just such a, like I said, just a cool contrast. I am absolutely adoring this. Really like the color, and like I said, I've been able to incorporate it in you know, quite a bit of fall looks actually, so really impressed. Okay, I'm fiddling with lighting a little bit more because that was kind of ridiculous. Alright, so let's move on to a cheek product that I've been really liking. This is a blush that I picked up on recommendation from Samantha from Battlelush Beauty. She is always talking about this. It's the Kat Von D blush in Wish. And earlier this month I went back home to visit my family, and where I used to live they had a Sephora, so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to pick it up. It is such an interesting color. It's one of those colors that I don't know, I typically wouldn't gravitate towards because it's very warm, very peachy. There's really no pink. It's just like a true peachy kind of orange shade. The texture on this blush is just phenomenal. It's so smooth and just so finely milled in texture, and I think that for the color that it is, it's quite pigmented. I could see this being a blush though that if you have darker, more tan skin, I mean, I don't think that this is going to show up on you at all. You really have to have really pale skin or be okay with just wearing a blush that kind of warms your complexion, and that's what I feel about this. I don't feel like it adds, you know, a color like this flush, you know, kind of like a pinky typical kind of blushing look. It adds just a warmth to your face. So if you were maybe wearing a really heavy smoky eye or a really dramatic lip, maybe like a red lip or something, you kind of struggle to find a good blush to go along with that, I think this is perfect because it almost kind of is like a blush bronzer kind of combo, but a lot lighter, obviously. Because usually those kind of blushy bronzer shades I don't like because they're so dark. This is like a wearable version of something like that. I don't even know if I'm making sense right now, but it is just gorgeous to just add a little bit of warmth, a tiny little bit of color, but just give your face more of a dimension. And I can really see why Samantha likes this so much, especially because if you wear dramatic looks a lot, this is perfect for you. And I just really like the formulation. It wears for a really long amount of time. It's just really good stuff. So I would highly recommend that. And finally, my last makeup item is the lipstick that I'm wearing right now. And this is the Makeup Forever lipstick in the shade number 9. It's the Rouge Artist Natural. This is the Sephora birthday gift. You get one of these in the little mini mascara. I have been wearing this lipstick so much this month. And I think I like it because it's just a good kind of fall color without being really dark. And on days like today where I'm wearing burgundy and I don't want to wear a burgundy lip because I really don't want to do that whole matchy thing and I don't want to have it clash or be the wrong shade, this is perfect. It just adds that darkness, a little bit of like a berry burgundy tone, kind of a bricky tone, but it's not going to clash with a burgundy or a red or whatever I may be wearing clothing wise. So I really like it. Kind of My Lips but better shade, but a little bit more brown, a little bit more brick. It's just really pretty. This is just one of those colors that once I run out of this little sample, I could really see myself repurchasing it because it's just a shade you can slap on no matter what you're wearing and it just looks good. Alright, let's move on to some skincare stuff. The first thing we have to talk about is this Golden Time Vita Capsule Essence. I got this in my Mimi box. I'm pretty sure you can purchase this from Mimi box. I freaking love this stuff. I cannot tell you how much this kind of serum has really helped my skin. I was really skeptical of it at first because, I mean, it is kind of more of an oily based serum and I really have a hard time putting oils on my skin. Even though I know like coconut oil and stuff like that is good for your skin, there's just something about it that doesn't seem right to me. I mean, when I transitioned into cleansing oils to remove my makeup, that was like a really big deal. So using a serum that contains oils in it, it's just, I don't know, to me it just seems like it would break me out, like it's kind of counterintuitive. But this stuff, I mean, it hasn't broke me out at all. It's improved the texture and the tone of my skin so much. I know that this contains quite a bit of vitamin C and I can really see any sort of pigmentation, post-acne marks. I am starting to notice those fade, which I think is great. And I also really like the moisture that this gives my skin. It's got, you know, kind of an oily feel to it, but it sinks in really nicely. It doesn't remain oily and greasy and gross feeling on my skin. It just gives, like I said, a good amount of moisture, and I've just noticed this do a lot for my skin. I am so much more impressed with the brightness and just, like I said, the overall tone of my skin. Really great serum. I am so happy that I got this in my Mimi box because I don't think it's a product that I would have tried by itself, but I'm really digging it, and it's it's definitely been a favorite. Hair product I've been loving that I just recently did a review on. This is the Agave Restorative Hydrating Mask. Love this hair mask. It has quickly become a favorite. I've noticed such a dramatic difference in just the overall feeling of my hair. My hair just feels so soft, and even like these under layers that have been bleached to hell, they just feel amazing. Of course, like all agave oil products, the scent is great. It just is so hydrating, but it doesn't weigh my hair down. If you guys want to know more about this, I would really recommend going to check out my review. I definitely go into depth a little bit more, but basically it's just a great hair mask. And if you are suffering from dry, parched, you know, kind of winter hair, definitely give this stuff a try. I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's great stuff. And the last thing that I have to show you is bath related, and I don't think I've ever shown a bath related. Oh, I guess I've shown like a body wash maybe from time to time, but like a true bath product. I am not a bath taker. I am a shower taker all the way, but there's been something recently, and it's weird because it's happening to Bryce too. All we want to do is take baths. Like every single night when I come home, all I want to do is just soak in a tub and just stay there for like an hour and not do anything. It's weird because that is so not me. I usually just hate taking baths. I don't like the whole process. I really have never found it all that relaxing, but I've just been on a kick recently. I don't know, this month has just been the month of baths. So I went to TJ Maxx and I picked up a few different, you know, like bath salts, bubble baths, all that good stuff, so I could really enjoy a, you know, true luxurious bath. And one of the products I picked up is this C. Booth Original Bath and Body Oil. I got this for $8. It says it originally retails at $10, but I know TJ Maxx, the originally retail price is usually way off. I find that it's usually a lot more expensive, you know, retail than what they put on there. This stuff, oh my gosh, even Bryce is obsessed with this. It makes your skin so soft and so smooth, but it doesn't leave an oily, greasy residue. It just kind of leaves a soft, I don't know, like you just moisturize your body with an amazing body butter kind of feeling. It just feels so smooth, and I don't know, there's just something about it just makes your skin look radiant. It contains no parabens, sulfates, mineral oil, or petroleum. It does contain olive oil, soybean, jojoba, wheat germ oil, sesame oil, some fragrance. It just is great to throw in your bath along with like a bubble bath or along with some bath salts. It really doesn't have too much of a scent to it. Kind of, I don't know, well I guess it kind of does. To me, it kind of has like a slightly cocoa butter kind of scent to it. I just love when I get out of the bath that I don't even need to throw on like a lotion or a body butter or anything. This moisturizes my skin enough, and it's just really, really cool. I've been really obsessed with it, like this idea of like bath oils now, because this just makes my skin feel and smell and just look so amazing. So if you have a TJ Maxx, or I think C. Booth products are also sold at Ulta, I'd really recommend trying this, the original Bath and Body Oil. If you're a bath taker, you add just like 3 capfuls of this into your bath, and it just makes your skin feel so great. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys had an awesome October. I'm really hoping that you guys also have a wonderful November. I'm so excited for Thanksgiving and Christmas, all the good stuff that's coming up way sooner than it feels like it should. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.